Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
Welcome, guys, again. One more day, the Book of Life, our channel, the Book of Life. If you like the content and you like what you hear, please subscribe. Hit the little bell. I'm gonna put it on the bottom. I have a guest that I just brought in, Mr. Melvin. He is the king when it comes to CBD. And I'm going to ask him a couple questions. Well, some of the questions, not all of, because if I ask a lot of questions, I'll be here all day. But I'm going to ask some questions so that way people get informed and get educated on what CBD is for. Welcome, Melvin. Thank you for coming into the Book of Life. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, appreciate it. Thank you for having me over here. Hey, I'm ready for that. What's
All
up?
right.
Tell me what's up. What you need?
Okay, I got a first question is what are the products that you have on your webpage?
The price?
The products.
The products? Okay, so right now, so we got full spectrum products on our website. We got some sublingual oils. We got some capsules. We do recommend capsules, and they a lot of people like the capsules a lot because not a lot of people like the aftertaste from the oil stuff. But I mean, it's gonna take a little bit more longer to kick in on the capsules than on the oils because the oil is gonna go direct into the bloodstream. In difference than the capsules because the capsule you gotta wait to digest in your system and then it kicks in or you get the medicine. So we got those oils, we got the capsules, and we also got pets oils for pets, for dogs, cats. Most likely, those are the general that actually sell those for dogs and cats. But I mean, other pets can also benefit from this.
Are you planning to add up any more products into your webpage?
Soon. I mean, right now. I mean, I always like to keep it basic with the line. I mean, I'm just if people start getting some feedbacks of other products and stuff, we start getting those other feedbacks and whatever. I mean, we're definitely gonna start putting some other products. Probably the other thing we're gonna have most likely depends on the laws because right now laws are kind of crazy over here in the United States and in the gray area. But yeah, I mean, most likely we're gonna have some other products in the near
Like
future.
flour?
Yeah, like flour. We can have flour.
What about wax? Do they have CBD wax?
I mean, we can have whatever, but it's just right now. This is just our products. Our line is just those three simple products. Laws are crazy, and we wouldn't want to go to jail.
Yeah, I understand. But anyway, I want to ask you another question because a lot of people they think CBD is just CBD, but there is two types of CBD. There's the full spectrum and the broad spectrum. I would like for you to explain the difference between them two, so that way very easy for people to understand. So that way they can know because I mean you go to the vitamin shop and you will find CBD there, and you go anywhere you're gonna find CBD everywhere, and there's tons of CBD out there. But there's a difference between the full spectrum and the broad spectrum, and I would like for the audience to hear the difference between those two products.
So the difference between full spectrum and broad spectrum, the full spectrum, which is the one I have on my website on monellisupplies.com, these products they contain as what we know CBD, and they also contains other cannabinoids just like THC and from other cannabinoids as well. The difference between this full spectrum and broad spectrum is that the broad spectrum it only the product only has CBD on this product. They only have 99% CBD. They don't have nothing else. This I would say this will be good for people. Let's say that they carry professional licenses. They're in the government. They work in the government. They work in the military. They work on any of these other places or any of those works or jobs that they require analysis or a drug test.
Yeah.
So this broad spectrum, I mean, I would recommend this for these type of people because as you know, on this drug test, they're looking for the THC content, and this is just completely CBD content. Completely, I mean, there's no traces of anything else. So on any drug test or whatever, I mean, don't take me for granted for saying, but it's very unlikely for you to test positive with taking a broad spectrum product, only that has only CBD on it. As a difference between the full spectrum. Now, the full spectrum. Now, why would you say? Then why would I take full spectrum instead of broad spectrum? I mean, so the full spectrum, it will give you the benefit that it has other cannabinoids as well. Just instead of CBD, it will have a THC up to its legal limit, which is 0.3% THC, and as well as many other phytocannabinoids or cannabinoids. And this what's gonna happen is that all these cannabinoids working in together, they're gonna give you a better benefit than just having a CBD product.
Correct. Yeah.
So that will be the exact difference between each one or the other. In the full spectrum, you're gonna have something called the entourage effect. This, which is kind of like, you're gonna feel like you took the medicine. In regards of the CBD, on the CBD, which I said, it's completely CBD. CBD, it doesn't get you high as the difference of THC. The THC, that's why it has a lower limit of 2.3%. That's why it's called the entourage effect, because at least it still has traces amount of it, so you're gonna still feel a little bit addicted. So that would be most likely the difference between the two of those.
Yeah, they say THC it was gives you the euphoria, puts you down, but this is only a 0.3%. Now, excuse me, I heard that the CBD is good for anxiety, people that have cancer, that has chronic pain, glaucoma, Crohn's disease. It works.
A lot of fibromyalgia, I think it is.
Fibromyalgia,
I'm sorry, it's very difficult to say that word though.
Yeah.
PTSD, for stress, anxiety, just like you mentioned before.
Yeah, I know you're military too. You have a military background,
Yeah.
and a lot of the military people, they come out with PTSD, and they're using CBD to control the PTSD.
Yeah, and it works. And actually, right now, that's one of the things that is happening. A lot of these veterans are getting prescribed a lot of opioids because that's what is legal in the market, Xanax. And now all these vets or all the people get addicted to this medicine, the opioids. And I've heard about other veterans or other people that actually take CBD to get them out of that addiction, and it helps. It helps them. I've heard it. I don't know if you've heard it as well, but it takes you out of addiction, and it's way much natural, much better than taking opioids, man-made medicine, and taking something natural.
I agree 100%. Now, you mentioned the animals too. What type of animals? Alligators, lizard, birds? What is it for? Dogs, cats? What is?
So right now it's researched. We can Google it all. We can Google it or look it up online. Right now, universities and scientists have come up together and they have done studies and researches that it has helped a lot of these animals that are mammals, because mammals, they carry one thing which we as well as humans carry on our system, which is the endocannabinoid system. So it helps those mammals or these animals that actually carry that endocannabinoid system just like us, because actually it will work just as well as us. Everything, just at all the conditions and everything that you mentioned before, it will work just the same as well for them.
For the animals.
Right now we're my company, my product, they sell to the products that the animal products that we sell. We sell it specifically to dogs and cats, though. You can give it to horses, you can give it to any other mammal, any other animal that have an endocannabinoid system. We can Google it up, to see which other animals instead of dogs and cats or.
Yeah. What about when it comes to the dosage? How do a person, or when you give it to an animal, how do you start with the dosage? Did you start like high in the dosage, because you're talking about tinctures, which are the drops,
Right?
And those comes in droppers. How do you start with the minimum dose?
So the same for these tinctures, the same for humans as well as on animals. I'm no physician, I'm no doctor, I'm nobody that holds a license to tell you, hey, this is the dose that you need to get. But what is recommended is that you start slow. You start with, let's say, for example, half a dropper of this tincture on the day, and then at night take the other half, and then just start slow and just start building your tolerance up until you find that sweet spot. And that actually applies as well to animals, though humans and animals both, though. But yeah, I mean, you gotta start slow and then just find your sweet spot, basically.
All right. Well, guys, this is it for today. If you like this video, hit the little bell, subscribe. I'm also gonna post Melvin's webpage on the bottom of this video. Melvin, how do people get in touch with you? I mean, if they want to buy some of your product, or they want to send you an email or something like that.
Sure. So they can go ahead and log into monellisupplies.com. They can go and search and put the URL on the website, or they can email us, contact us at info@monellisupplies.com. MONELLI supplies.com.
Well, Melvin, thank you for coming into the Book of Life. We're gonna have more guests into this channel. Again, thank you, and hit the little bell. Thank you, guys.